Hey, welcome to the Sylvania Rams football show, of course, with Coach Tyler Vann. And up in the corner this week, Aiden and Leo. Introduce yourself, fellas, to get started.
I'm Leo Kirby. I'm a sophomore. Oh, wait, no, I'm a junior. Whoa. I'm a junior this year.
All right, you almost got yourself there. Go ahead, Aiden.
My name is Aiden Parham. I'm a sophomore. I play outside linebacker on defense and fullback on offense.
Well, Coach, let's get started with Ohatchee. Let's fire it right up. You knew coming into the game you had some injuries and you were going to have to get some different people involved touching the football. And I think that was successful from all that I saw.
Yeah, our guys did a good job. You know, it's always next man up around here. We got guys. We deal with injuries all year. Everybody does, and it's about the guys in the locker room. Not necessarily you ain't got to replace them talent wise. You got to replace them with effort and heart and play hard. And our guys did and made some plays. The guys that stepped in, Lennon Watkins stepped in at H for Zach on the offense side and had a really good game. And Travis Owens stepped in on defense as a freshman and also had a really good game. And I think he was at the top of the defense and tackles last week in game one. But we got a lot to get better at, and we're going to do that.
Guys, coming into Ohatchee, as Coach said, you had a couple of injuries, had to fight through. Knowing you had a couple of injuries and you're gonna have a different look, do you get it? Do you look around at each other in the locker room and say next man up, like Coach says, or is it just instilled from day one that you know what you got to do?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely like a day one thing. Everybody knows that if somebody goes out, that they're like the next in line. So everybody knows that like we have less slack whenever somebody gets injured. So.
Aiden, you got nominated for some awards that I saw for Player of the Week and a few things, but how important is that? It's really a team award in a lot of ways. Anytime one player gets recognized like that.
Yes, sir.
You talk about some of the guys up front and how they played at Ohatchee.
I lined them really good. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to make the plays that I did. And
161 yards, I believe, correct?
Yes, sir.
I got D King already telling me 161 yards, 5 touchdowns. Does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
Coach, we talked about getting a running game started. That at heart, this offense is spread, but you really have to depend on that power running game and getting the running game going. And it looked like early on, you as the play caller was very heavily set into. You felt like you could run the football against this team.
Yeah, no, Braden Thomas had started most of the games leading up, and he was out this week with a groin injury. And we knew two was going to have to tote it all night. He did a really good job, and we thought up front we feel good up front against everybody we play. We should have run it more probably against Piedmont than we did. So that's my fault. But we're going to try to control the line of scrimmage every game we play, and I thought our guys did a really good job up front moving them, and our running back found some lanes and run the ball well.
Coach, what was it like playing on Thursday night? Because to me, even calling a game on Thursday night's weird. You kind of get this clock in your system when you know it's Friday, it's game day. Due to the weather, you moved it up to Thursday. Does that first? How does that change your prep? And it appears the kids responded really good on 4 days or 3 days of practice.
Yeah, we didn't. It's different playing on Thursday. Everything speeds up. We actually didn't change anything about our Monday through Wednesday prep. We did everything exactly the same. We just didn't have a walkthrough on Thursday morning like we normally do. Everything else was exactly the same. We kept it the same, and we just ended up playing a day earlier, which is not a lot different to me. I don't mind it. I'd like to have a heads up on it though, like a week ahead of time, knowing that hey, we're going to play on Thursday because it helps planning wise. But when you move it late like that, we didn't want to change anything. I didn't want to feel like we lost a day of prep, so we did. We was out there at 5:15 on Wednesday. And then our guys went to work and played on Thursday night.
Coach, coming off of Piedmont, and there was a little bit of a struggle in the Piedmont game, rough week. You had to come back and answer that week with a good week of practice. What was Monday through Wednesday like?
Well, Monday was tough. We tried. They went to work. We had to take care of some things that had nothing to do with the loss, really. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, felt like we got better. And then I think it showed on Thursday. Our guys come out ready to play. You never want to. It's hard to sleep for me. I don't know about the players, but I never rest good after a loss. Period. And I don't rest good again until we get a win. And then Thursday night, I felt like we had opportunities to play better. I didn't even sleep well on Thursday night either. I want us to be perfect. I want us to get better. But I was proud of the guys. A region win's a win. I'll take a win any day of the week. We just got to continue to get better at little things and get better at us. And I think if we get better at us, we're going to be okay down the stretch. So.
What did you see in that night, or looking back at the film, that you could grab a hold of and say, hey, we done this better than Piedmont. We done this better than Piedmont. Is there any phase of the game you thought was markedly improved?
I would like to say, taking care of the football was improved. We put the ball on the ground once. We got back on it, and then one time we threw an interception. It was 4th and long, and Jackson was just trying to give our guy a play on 4th and long, which is not a terrible decision actually, but it is a turnover. But I thought we was better on that side than we was previously. But up front, we played way better. Our guys, we had more pancakes and stuff like that of that nature than we had previously, and I think we're going to continue to have that because our guys are working hard up front on both sides of the football. Defensive line, I thought we may have took a little step back on that. We didn't play very well up front on D-line, so we got to get better moving forward this week. Maybe our guys answer the call because I didn't want Ohatchee to score. They're a good football team, but I thought our defensive front could stop the run, and we didn't do a very good job of that. And they was able to sustain 2 drives, which kept us off the field, and we can't have that this week.
All right, Coach, appreciate that. That's always some great insight coming from you. Guys, let's touch base a little bit with you about Ohatchee. Coming on, you said they were very physical football. Leo, early on, did you feel like you really wanted to impose your will a little bit? Because it looked like defensively it was physical for sure.
Yes, sir. I think they're a very physical team, and we practiced it all week, so I was ready for it.
Did you feel like coming back off of Piedmont, you had just a little more, hey, we're going to prove we're a good football team? Losing sometimes is inspiration in a strange way, but it looked like you played with purpose. The whole defense played with purpose.
Yes, sir.
All right, Aiden. When you found out that by the way, somebody called you Al. You got a big fan on here. Wanted to know if you felt like Al Bundy scoring 5 touchdowns. I don't even know if you know who Al Bundy is. Me and Coach are old. We know who that is. So, did you know you were having that good of a night, Aiden, or did it just kind of look up and you went, "Oh, wow, I've got a bunch of yards and a bunch of touchdowns"?
Well, a little both.
Little of both. Aiden, did you get in a rhythm after you got a hit a few times and you felt like, hey, I feel this tonight? It's just a feel. Is it a feeling for you as a running back, or is it just you just? I don't know. I'm trying to get the words. What point of the night did you feel like you had something special going on?
Well, really after that first drive. After that first drive, it'd be a good game with the running.
Wow, yeah, it was early. I could tell you were feeling it. Leo, if you were going to judge the overall performance of the defense, Coach talked about the shutout. Were you disappointed you didn't get a shutout in that game?
Would I give a shout out on defense?
No.
No, that you weren't able to shut Ohatchee out. That you gave up 14.
Oh, that was that was very unfortunate. But It was just the fact that our outside linebackers came down and played down, and they got reached on that like outside contain and didn't hold it.
You're getting some shout out now yourself, Leo. I believe you getting your fan club on here now. All right, guys. We always ask a few questions. Now's the time. We're gonna have a little fun. What do you like game day? What do you listen to in your headphones?
Mine's mixed from everything. Like I listen to 80s, country, rap. It's just a variety.
All right, Aiden, same question. What's that headphone for you? What's in those headphones game day?
Usually country. I usually listen to.
Coach, now he's not necessarily the biggest country fan when y'all play it at practice. It matters the quality of it. If you going down to Friday night to after a game and you're going to the Huddle House to have a victory dinner, what's your go-to food?
For me, I always get the MVP.
That's a good choice right there.
That's exactly what I get.
All right.
I usually don't go. I usually go home and go to bed. But if I do go, that's what I get.
Well, I can understand going to bed. When you get my age, going home, going to bed's a fun thing. Aiden is his own. Aiden makes his own music, and it sounds of running through other teams. Man, I'm telling you, Aiden, you got some love coming on these comments. You're gonna have to go back and read all these. So, well, guys, when come Thursday night, Coach said y'all stayed with the same week of prep for the game this week. What was it like for you just to get up and go to school the next morning? Leo, we'll start with you. What was it like after game night, get up Friday morning and have to put on your school clothes and drag yourself in?
Yeah, I was very tired during the day, but once I hit my stride after my coffee, I was fine.
Aiden, did you find it just it's not normal to have to go to school the day after a game, especially a win?
It was not. I actually checked out about third period. Went home and went to sleep.
It's too many yards the night before, I guess. Coach, as always, a great kid. Coach, let's talk just a little bit about the football team. And now that we've hit what is it? We're in week 4 now. Mm-hmm. Going to Geraldine this week. You talked early in the year. You like to challenge yourself at certain times to change some things, to move some things around. Geraldine's a region game. You have to put different looks on the film now, or what's your goal as far as shaking things up? Maybe we see formations, or is there anything that you're I'm not game planning, but you as a coach, do you challenge yourself now to not be predictable after four weeks?
Yeah, we run reports on ourselves, and we can see what, if we're in this formation, we're bringing this motion, we're heavy, so just like we do on someone else. I mean, we definitely know our tendencies, and we're going to do a good job. We've added some things, and we're going to do a good job breaking tendencies as well. I really like our game plan this week. I like our game plan every week. So if you ask me on Wednesday if I like our game plan, I'm going to tell you I love it. But it don't really, at the end of the day, the game plan can be really good. If you don't execute the game plan, it don't really matter. So we got to do a better job at practice tomorrow to be sure that we can execute the game plan that we have in place for Friday. But I think, to answer your question, though, there's some changes. We're always adding something. We're different every Friday night in a way. We always add a little something new, and it'll be the same this Friday.
Guys, let's see here. I think we got another guest joining us. Janie, I believe, is here. Janie, I've tried to ask your questions, and I don't do as good a job as you do asking the questions. So about stuff, we've been through music in the Waffle House order, but I know you got some questions and some things you'd like to add, Mr. Aiden and Leo, about Friday night.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Why'd you mute me for, Randy?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Aiden, when you cut the corner there on that big touchdown run, what'd you think, man?
It's off to the races.
Did you think he was going to get caught from behind?
He got pretty close, though. Probably about enough.
Nah, you had him by plenty, man. I hate being late, guys, but I was down watching the band at the halftime concert showcase, whatever it was, down at Fort Payne. My daughter plays the trumpet, so I went down to support her. I'm kind of lost here being this late, but one of the questions I always ask is, do y'all have any superstitions before the game, before day of the game, or anything?
I always make sure to pray before the game. That's about my only thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's not a superstition. That's what you should do every day. So, even Coach Vann has some superstitions. He told us back during the summer.
I don't remember those, but go ahead.
Well, I just try and get some answers out of them instead of just them sitting there. Coach Vann, when Aiden got that corner, what did you think? Did you feel like he had it made, or was he going to get caught?
I was thinking it's a first down. I was already getting my next first down call ready. I'm just kidding. Nah, I knew he had it.
Yeah, he was off to the races, like he said. And Aiden, you played a great game as far as offensively. 5 touchdowns?
Sir.
You nearly had a pick 6 as well, but just couldn't hang on to that interception there.
That's why he plays running back.
And Leo all over the field to come on the defensive side as well a lot of the times. And if I'm mistaken, I remember 1 or 2 special team tackles as well.
Yes, sir.
He only lost contain on special teams once.
That's good. That's a big improvement from last year. So not just him, but overall team.
Right, that's true.
Overall team-wise, that's a big improvement. But what do you two guys think about as far as starting the season off with Sax and Piedmont and Ohatchee, and next week coming up with Geraldine, playing some of the toughest teams in 3A in North Alabama? How y'all feel about that?
I feel like it's the best way to start it off. Get them over with. Know how because once you play them, it's all downhill from there. I feel like it's a good way to start it off.
Yeah, I've got a question for Coach, and I think it concerned one of you two, but I'm not 100% sure. But Coach, what about the knee pad situation y'all was having the other night?
I don't think it wasn't. I don't think it was Aiden. It may have been. I don't think it was. They kept sending kids off for their knee pads, being above their knees, and the problem that I see with that is I'm for we got to protect the kids. And then they need to pull their knee pads down. That's 100% accurate. We got to do it. But if we're going to do it, let's not pick and choose a play to do it. Let's do it every single time you see a kid with their knee pads above their knee, and don't pick and choose to do it at key points in the game. I'd really be upset if you decided you was going to tell the same kid who's wore his knee pads above his knees for 2 quarters when we run out for special teams, and he's already the backup on that special teams unit. So now we're going to our third. It just don't make sense to me. And then how about make them do it on Saturdays? Because that's what I know our kids ain't playing on Saturdays. They isn't saying college football, but that's what they watch, and they feel like that it's okay, and that's what they see. So if we're going to enforce it, let's enforce it all the time, not every other Friday night. Because I can tell them pull it down, but you think that's my main point of emphasis after play 1 is to tell my kids to pull their knee pads down. You're wrong. I got a million other things I need to worry about. But our guys, I got to do a better job of just making sure my guys have their knee pads down. But I don't fully agree with enforcing it every now and then. So.
Yeah, Randy, you wasn't there. You didn't. But I think even on the opening kickoff, they made 1 or 2 of Sylvania's players come back to the sideline because their knee pads was a little bit up above the knee. And,
well, Coach is right. Nobody in the nation over their knee on Saturday, and you can't even find them in a game on Sunday. So if we're going to do it, let's do it all the time. Coach, talk about your special teams this week. You said, before game 1, that was the emphasis for you this year. through the first few weeks, you feel like the special teams have played to the level you expected improvement?
Kickoff's been way better. We hadn't given up a touchdown. We did give up when we got called back on punt. Special teams has been good. I think having personnel right, making guys, we get a bunch of freshmen that play on special teams here and there too that go full speed. That's your chance to play. But kickoff's been better, and it's got to be good this week. If you go back and watch the Jordan film from last year, if we do a good job tackling on kickoff last year, it's a completely different ball game. We're not in a top ball game in the fourth quarter with them last year. I think we got to do a good job of tackling the football, because I think our defense is a pretty good defense. And if we force a team to drive the ball 20 or 70 plus yards a possession, we're going to be okay. But when we give them short fields, they're 2 first downs away from 4-down territory. Or they may be a 4-down territory right off the bat if they return it to the 50. Whereas, on 4th and 1 on their own 30, they're going to probably punt it. Don't take that chance. So, but no, it's been better, and I just hope I think and know it'll continue to get better.
Well, again, we need to hit our sponsor, and we want to make sure that we give them love throughout the year, and we're so thankful for them. Make sure I get the card up here so I say it right. Oh, I didn't get the card up. I pulled the card down. The card's actually in the center. I did my best to cut it up, but let's just JT and KC Holmes. Phone number there, 256-601-6920. We appreciate those fellas. We appreciate them supporting Sylvania Rams football. Leo, let's talk about playing linebacker a little bit. We've had defensive backs on. We've had linemen on. But tell me what skill as a linebacker you think most people wouldn't realize it's important to your success. And I'm leaning towards the ability to read plays. So, but you tell me what you think, and then tell me how you learned to read plays, and also how important your eyes are playing linebacker.
I feel like, because getting a read is just the beginning part of it. Like, it's not even the main part that you start off as. But you got to get lined up before the ball, and then you got to get your read, and then that's a big part. But getting your read, it's I feel like it's kind of more just a feeling than it is like just seeing it. And but one thing that people really don't realize that's a main part of playing linebacker is just like feeling the line come up to you and getting off blocks and stuff like that.
Do you after a while do you learn to read the offensive lineman? Hey, this guard's going to come block me when they run this. The center is going to come out if they run this. And you start to see certain linemen coming out trying to get to the second level, and generally where the ball is going.
Yes, sir. It's almost like a pattern sometimes. Like when you watch film, you see that, and then you get in the game, you're like, oh, he's coming for me. And then you just bust a move.
All right, there's an 80s rap reference we had been waiting all year on. All right, Aiden, when you which side of the football first, both of you, Aiden, which side of the football do you enjoy most?
Probably offense.
I expected that answer somehow. How about you, Leo?
I'm more of a special teams kind of guy. I'm just kidding. No,
Coach swelled with pride for just a second.
No, I like defense.
All right, guys. All right. You go to your car right now. What's playing and how loud is it? Start with you, Leo.
Probably the new Tyler Childers song. It's called Angel Band.
Man, that's a good song. God. Leo made my all music team there. How about you, Aiden? You can't use Leo since I bragged on him.
Yeah, I don't really know.
You ain't got your driver's license anyway yet.
That's it. Whatever mom or dad has on us.
Pretty much.
I'll change it for you. If you go in your house, Aiden, what's on your home stereo?
Probably some Zach Ryan or something like that.
That's good too. All right. I'm going to give y'all a chance to get in with your mamas right here. There's one chance that you got. What's your favorite food, Leo Kirby?
Well, there's not much home like. I'm more of a sushi kind of guy, so you're not really gonna get that at home.
All right, I'll forgive you on that one. All right, Aiden. Favorite
Well,
food, buddy?
I like me some stuffed pasta.
Ooh.
It's
See, I'm gonna listen to music with Leo, but me and you gonna go eat together, Aiden. All right, Howie Cheney, take it away, buddy.
Leo, I want to go back to the defensive side of the ball there for a minute. Your defensive line has been playing lights out this year. How much does that help you out as far as reading the plays?
Oh, it's great because if they don't at least slow the guy down, there'll be sometimes I'll get my read, I'll take a step, and I'll get hit. So it helps out a lot.
I know they've been playing in the backfield more than most of the other teams' running backs been playing in the backfield because of their penetration, and that's got to be a huge help for you.
Yes, sir.
But Aiden, what would you rather do on the offense side since you said you like playing offense? So would you rather run the ball, which is a stupid question, I know, run the ball or go out for a catch?
probably run.
If he gets thrown to him, he's got to catch it.
Yeah, I got to catch it first, and as you seen on the pick six, it could have been. Can't catch you good.
See, I was calling the game on 98.3 Wild Country, and I told John Seals, I said, if he catches that and goes pick six, he is automatically player of the week with all those touchdowns. And then, wow, you dropped it. You literally dropped the ball on that one right there, buddy.
No, if I could give him my hands, I would.
That would be worse.
Oh, Howie Cheney, this show's hard to do without you, buddy. Hey, Coach, one thing I did get off the film watching it is you had a great night running the football, but the wide receivers were blocking downfield pretty well. How important when you're running the football is it to get receivers downfield blocking?
Yes,
It's
it's
important.
really,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now,
I thought you was asking me.
let the running back answer. See what
Well,
happens.
running back, Coach.
So,
Go ahead.
Go
Aiden.
ahead.
oh, okay. Well, it's really important. It really helps me out. Getting the corners blocked and everything leaves me one-on-one with the safety. Oh, sorry. I thought he was asking me.
I was going to ask you anyway, too, Aiden. Coach, how much do you work on that in practice?
Coach Wilson does a really good job with them, working stall blocks and stuff. And it's important because it could be the play that springs, a touchdown. And, I tell them all the time, you don't know the play that's going to be the difference in the ball game. And that one block could be the play that springs it for a touchdown that may end up winning the game. So it's very important. Our guys do a good job of it. We also missed a few on the back end the other night that I thought we should have done a better job of. But we also made a few blocks that sprung them. And a lot of times, if we're running to a boundary look or something like that, and we don't have an outside receiver, we tell the running backs they're responsible for that corner. If you let the corner tackle you, that's a problem. There should be many corners come up and tackle you, at least not for less than 5 yards. So we try to make corners pay that want to come up and play in the box with us.
Coach, unfortunately, as you've said on here for Jax, you coach his position, and it's also the position that everybody sees every single play. I think during the year, this may have been his best game managing the game and just seemed like he was in control and that quarterback leadership that you're looking for. How did Jax score this week? And what did you think of his overall handling of the football game?
He did another good job. Like, I've never questioned his decision making as far as he goes to the right place with the football. Sometimes we don't get it there. Mechanics will be wrong here or there, but he's getting better weekly on that. I don't question his decision making though. He does a good job listening to meetings and on the practice field. And he normally goes to the right place with the football. We let a We had a delay of game happen then on the goal line once when we was trying to run the clock out. That's where we got to grow up a little bit. It's my fault. Should have told him. Should have reminded him. And we let the play clock go down on us, and we had to delay a game. I think I used a timeout another time, but we got to do a better job of that. But look, there's thousands of people that sit in there, or hundreds of people sitting in them stands every Friday night that are quarterbacks and that were 5-star quarterbacks and that can sit in the stands and tell you exactly where he should have threw the football every Friday night. And if I sit up there, I could tell you where you're supposed to throw the football post play too. But pre-snap and what he does post-snap has been really good. He's been going to where I want him to throw the football. He's been making good reads, and I just hope we continue to do that. He does a really good job. Like I said, he does a good job at practice trying to get better. Now, does he make me mad sometimes at practice? Yes. But that's part of growing up. He's going to do a good job the rest of this year, and I'm excited about the future with number 9 at quarterback.
That's a great answer, Coach. I love that answer. It really was. All right, Howie, I'm going to ask these guys a question, and I'm going to come back and turn it over to you for a little while, and then we're going to talk about the Geraldine Bulldogs coming into town or us going over there this week. But I want to quickly ask Aiden and Leo one question. After last week coming into this game, what was the chip on the team's shoulder? Did y'all get was there any point that somebody got in the locker room and just said, "All right, guys, let's get it going," or did everybody just look around and know what they needed to do? Leo, we'll start with you. You've been around this team a couple of years.
I think it's just like a known thing. Everybody, we come in, we're ready to go, and it's just like a standard that we have pretty much.
Aiden?
I agree with Leo. It's usually a known thing, and no one has to say anything because we know.
Aiden, I'm gonna let you know. You might have got a few hundred votes from up in the Chattanooga Dunlap vote area on the Fort Payne. I made everybody in my office vote for you, so just remember. Howie Chaney, go ahead.
Coach Vann, I want to go back to you for a minute about something you said just a few minutes ago about the delay of game and getting on to jacks and all that. I remember one time specifically, he was coming off the field. And you met him at about the numbers. I see that smile coming up. Just letting him have it. How did he respond after you got on to him like that?
He's pretty even keel kid. I mean, I think that makes me sometimes at practice when I'm getting on to him, I'm trying to get a response of some kind, just a facial reaction, something.
Does it make you mad?
It makes me even more mad. He just looks at me. He just stares at me like, no, he does a good job. That wasn't his first one. That won't be his last one. But no, it was actually one. I think it was after the interception. I think, and it wasn't even about the interception. It had nothing to do with the interception. It had to do with 2 plays prior that he should have threw the ball elsewhere that would have been a big play. And when I went back and watched film, I could actually sided with where he tried to go with the football. So he could have went either spot. His read wasn't terrible. It was just knowing the situation at that point what we needed to do with the football. And now he handles it very well. He's an even kill kid. And I think you have to be a quarterback because if you get up high and get too low, that's not the position to do that. And he does a good job of just staying right there. He don't let. He's done a better job of not letting one bad thing lead to another. So proud of him.
Another question about what you touched on just a few minutes ago, the penalties. You still had quite a few penalties this past week. This question, I hope to get a reaction from the 2 guys down to the lower right there. How are y'all handling these penalties as far as trying to get them out of this?
We didn't do too much this week. The week prior for Piedmont, I think we upped now. We did something on that Monday after the rows and bear crawls and stuff for that. But this past week, it was a lot of I think we had, I forgot how many holds we had. I think it was 1. And then we had some delay games, false starts, some mental mistakes. But I thought we took a step in the right direction. We went from being penalized against sacks at Piedmont a good bit to we took a step back and didn't have any drive-killing penalties this past time. You could say the one was a drive-killing penalty that we had the turnover. We got the ball back. We ended up throwing a interception on 4th down. But if we do what we're supposed to on 2nd and 3rd down and execute the play, that the penalty on 1st down doesn't hurt us. So we really keep up with penalties that kill drives and penalties that extend drives for the other team. That's the ones that affect the game. Because both sides are going to have penalties. You're going to mess up. We just got to limit them. And we did take a step in the right direction this past week, I think, but we still got to get better.
Now, when I asked you the question, you said it didn't seem like y'all did a whole lot for the penalty this week. I could see a little grin out of both of the players' face there, like, we did a little bit more than he's saying. So, what say y'all two guys?
They'll lie to you.
Oh yeah, he runs us and rolls us like just ask. Don't let him lie to you.
All right, guys, I got quick rapid fire questions for you. We'll start off with Aiden. It'll be the same question for both of you. First Aiden, then Leo. First question: who's your favorite teacher at Sylvania? Rapid fire. Come on, guys. Rapid fire.
We'll go with
You better go with your dad, son. Hurry.
my dad.
Thank you, Coach. I thought he was going to have to pull it out.
Leo, favorite teacher?
I'm gonna go with
Hold up, Leo. This is what I have to do all the time. Rapid fire means as fast as you can say it. As soon as it comes to your head, you speak it. It's okay, Coach. I have to do it all the time, Howard. Hey, you have to explain rapid fire before you start. Go ahead.
Right,
I'm gonna go with one of my elementary teachers, Miss Starling.
All right, Aiden, favorite subject?
Science.
Math.
Leo.
Math.
Leo, did you say math as well?
Oh, he said science.
I said science.
Oh.
Not math.
My fault. I'm looking at Coach's reaction, and I'm getting a kick out of that more than I am looking at y'all. All right, Randy kind of touched on it a while ago, but we'll go with school. Your favorite lunch at school?
Crispitas.
Hot Pockets, like the baked ones, not the ones in the bag.
Hey, we finally got a rapid fire answer.
Hey, that's a good job.
We'll stop on that one right there. Oh, one more quick question. Favorite college team?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Easy money. Roll Tide.
We could have done without that one. Let's just move on from that. Coach, looking at the schedule, got a little segment here that's going to be on the road next, I think, 3 out of 4 weeks. Is there anything you do during game prep week to prepare the kids to go on the road, especially to some place like Geraldine where they're going to be loud, they're going to make noise, y'all are going to hear it? Or is it just game week 101 for
We're
you?
game. We're normal. We don't change anything. We play music loud anyway every day at practice, so noise shouldn't affect us. It's not really. We don't do anything different. I like playing on the road, so it's, I enjoy being on the road. I feel like we play well on the road. So I know we didn't a couple of weeks ago, but I feel like our team does a good job traveling. So
Hey, sounds crazy, but I'm an announcer, and I've been an announcer 30 years. I love to go on the road, and it seems like a lot of times if you're struggling with something going on the road, may be your best care. Kids can loosen up, play a little bit. Sometimes that they just, I don't know. Sometimes at home you are on the road, you feel like the team feels freer to play. Question to you too. Zach, question to both of you. Aiden, start with you. How do you respond to playing on the road? Do you enjoy it?
Well, really, I like playing at home better. But on the road, I play the same. It's just another game.
Leo?
I'd rather play at home because there's not like a fear of like leaving anything. But other than that, I'm fine.
and we do have more room now in our locker room and weight room and stuff.
You get to lay around.
Yeah.
Coach, Geraldine's been a very good football team over the last couple of years. After dropping one earlier in the year, they've won 2 in a row. Have you been able to, I know you've studied a lot of films. What jumps out that this Geraldine team does well?
On offense, they run the ball well and they also throw it well. They're a balanced football team. So we're going to have to be really good on defense, both on the front end and on the back end. And then offensively, we've got to be able to block them. You know, they got a really good defensive end, number 58. He plays hard all the time. He's a high motor. He's all the time going. He never gives up on a play, and their linebackers are good as well. So we have to do a really good job up front of being able to block their guys and be able to play. And then on defense, we got to be locked in. They get in a bunch of formations. They shift a lot. They motion a lot. We have to be sure we're in the right shape and sit down and play football. But if we do all them things, every bit of them, we're going to be okay.
Yes, sir. Leo, with Geraldine being multiple, how does that affect you reading the offense? They come out, they shift right before they snap the football. That changes your read right at the time of snap a lot of times, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. If they like flip the whole formation, I'll flip with it. But if they motion the dude that I'm reading, my read goes from the
No, it don't.
No.
Don't say that. Your read stays the same. They'll be dialing something up. You start saying what you're reading.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't read anyone. I just do.
I love it.
He reads guards all the time. That's true.
All right.
Linebacker.
Aiden, going on the road, Geraldine's a physical football team. How many times do you have to get hit before you feel like you're in the game?
Usually just one time.
One time. He built different.
Him in warm-ups.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's done it with linebackers. He gets hit.
Yeah.
Oh no, like in the game. I have to get hit in the game first.
He gets hit. He don't hit people. As soon as he gets hit, he's ready.
How many people you going to run over this week, Aiden? 4. 4. That Leo predicted it. I'll watch all the game film until I'll find 4, Aiden.
4.
Coach, Geraldine is a region, and we've talked about how good your region is. They're still in effect. I mean, everything we began the season playing for, if you win this week, what you stretch out those goals. So this is a goal week and big game feel to it to me. You feel that in the football team?
Oh yeah, it's a huge week. So for one, it's the next one, and for two, right now we control our own destiny. Our goal is to host a home playoff game. Right now we have that. If we continue to win, we'll host a playoff game, first round. So that's what we can control. We never want to be in a situation where we have to rely on someone else, where we have to do something and hope someone else does their job. No, we just need to be able to do our job. And this game is a huge game of being able to do that. Now, there's going to be more games down the road. 2 weeks later, region play, that's going to be the exact same thing on the line. But this week's it's huge because it's the one right in front of us against a really good football team, well-coached football team that we're excited about.
Howie Chaney, wrap us up for the night. These guys done got me in trouble over here. These two are dangerous. I'm going to tell you right there. These are a dangerous pair right here.
Aiden, after having such a big game last week, you feel like that Geraldine's going to be keying on you this week?
Yes, sir.
Are you expecting more people coming after you this week? Let me put it like that, I guess.
I'd say so.
He's ready for it, though.
Leo, since last year, you've came a long ways as far as on the defensive side. Do you feel like you're getting more attention because of that?
I wouldn't say more attention, but there's always room for improvement. So,
Coach Vann, you was talking about Geraldine a while ago. It seems like they've got pretty much the same offense they had from last year. Is there much difference from last year to this year?
No, sir. Not a whole bunch.
Coach Vann.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
offensively, they get more formations in motion more than they did last year. They more multiple. They throw the ball a little bit more than they did last year. Coach Davis done a really good job with their offense.
Good deal. Expecting a lot of people out Friday night from Sylvania to support you and everything. Appreciate you two guys, young men, taking the time out on a Tuesday night to join us tonight. It means a lot to me and Randy for y'all to be willing to join us and take the time to do this. Thank you very much, young guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Y'all been fun. I've enjoyed having you very much. It's makes this a lot easier when y'all bring a little attitude with it, and it's a lot more fun. I appreciate you both. And Coach Vann, I'll let you have the final word. Need to get some people down the road with you this week. Let's encourage everybody to get there. 7 o'clock, I believe, kickoff on Friday night.
Yeah, we need everybody out Friday night. We need a big crowd. It's gonna be a very important ball game, like we've talked about. It's a very important game for us. In my opinion, it's a must-win game. Every game's a must-win game. We need to go over there and we need everybody to be loud for these guys. They've worked hard. They deserve it.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Jane, you got anything else tonight?
Plug your sponsor one more time.
I was about to do that.
Great.
I just got to find the pit. There you go. JT and KC Homes LLC. Email Todd Schenkel 79 at Gmail. Cell number 256-60-6920. We appreciate them. We appreciate Coach Tyler Vann. We appreciate the young men. See, what it is, they're a tag team. Leo's the talker and Aiden's the heater. That's what they are. It's like a WWE tag team right there. I'm telling you. We'll have to give them a name before the year's over with. So,
Hey, do you two young guys got anything you want to put out there? Any last words? Any social media followings that you want to get out there for the young ladies? Anything like that?
I want to shout out one of our coaches, Coach Wilson.
Cool.
That's about it.
Howie, can I my social media girls?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, send me your grandmas. Never mind. For Randall Cunningham, for Howie Cheney, for the WWE Tag Team, for Coach Tyler Vann. This is Ram Football. We'll see you next week.